Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am here to bring you another simple card for Saturday, and I hope that you enjoy it a lot. Another quick and easy card. That's what Saturdays are all about, doing something quick, doing something easy. If you are watching this video, do know that I already pre-recorded it. It is a pre-recorded video only on Saturdays because I never know what I'm going to be doing. And so what I do ask for you to do is comment on the video, and that way I can tell that people are watching. And because you'll be on 3 different platforms, this will be in my my Facebook group, my Facebook page, and YouTube. So just leave a comment, and on Monday night, after Monday night, I'll look at that and I'll pick a winner, and I'll send a card out for that. So anyway, I wanted to let you know that. And don't forget to look at Stampin' Up. They have some really nice online exclusives out right now, and just getting ready for the new catalog that'll be out in December, which is not that far off, so be ready for that. Well, not in December, I'm sorry, in January. Our catalog will be coming out, our celebration, where if you spend $60, you'll get to pick a free item out of the celebration catalog. And I know some people are going to say it's always been $50. It has always been $50 for probably 20 years or so, and now they upped it to $60. So anyway, I think that's long enough with all the price increase that's happened everywhere, that raising that to $60 is not a bad deal anyways. So it will be $60 this year. You spend $60 out of any of our current catalogs or online exclusives, you get to pick out $10 or 10. You get a $50 or $60 item for free. I got all messed up on that, didn't I? Oh, well, let's turn the camera around so that you guys can see what we're going to do, and it's going to be quick. It's going to be easy. And the 4 cards I have 4 samples done, but I'm going to do a totally different paper tonight, just for one more sample to see, okay? So let me turn the camera around and then focus it down to the cards, and I will get my computer lined up with that so that I can make sure that I am seeing the same thing that you are. And that's always a plus. And yeah, pretty much. I will move that piece of paper out of the way for a minute. But anyway, here are the 4 different cards that I made with this, using just a little bit of DSP, an embossing folder, and then different kinds of, I've used punches and dies. So I've used a mixture of different things and put a little bit of embellishment on it and called it a card. Now on the inside of all of them, I did put a strip of the DSP also to bring the card to the inside. This one I used the Sentimental Wishes paper, Christmas in the Pretty Peacock. These 3, I used the Regal Winter, and this one is with the Misty Moonlight and Navy Blue. And I think I folded this one this way. So I showed it that you can fold either way. Doesn't matter. The card looks the same on the front. And this one is using Petal Pink and Blackberry Bliss with the piece. And you notice all my pieces are different sizes in there. It's what either I have a scrap of or what I just cut off. Just cut a piece to use. And this one I just used the black and the white. And that's how that goes. So anyway, that is the samples that I had. So let's bring in our stuff and let me show you what we're going to do. I will be working with a card base that is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And we're just going to fold that. And, whoops, had a hold of an eraser with that. We're just going to make that folded. And I used the Dashing Designs, Dashing Diamonds, I don't know one of those embossing folders here, and I used the Snowflake Sky on the Christmas one. So if you can see those, the difference in what I used for those. And then for this one, I'm going to use this because I'm actually going to make a masculine card. Let me see what that is called. The Metal Plate 3D embossing folder. So that is what I'm going to use for here. So I told you the size of the card. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And I have another 5 1/4 by 4 that will be our inside. This is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. That's just going to go on the front with a 5 by 2 piece of cards or DSP. And then I have a small piece for my inside. And then we're actually going to use a punch. So these are going to be for my punched images. Okay? So let's put this together just real quick. I think I'll start with this. And we're going to see tonight if my... It's still got glue in it. It's almost, you know, I keep telling you guys about this thing still having glue. Let me pop it out of here for a minute. As you can see, my bottle's pretty white, but it still has glue down here, so I'm going to keep using it until that glue runs out. Can't waste glue. I used too much of it. If I can get that back in there now, I just stabbed myself. That hurt. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Well, let's go ahead and just add some glue here. I find if I put that cap back on, I don't have near the problems with my glue getting clogged. So there is what's going to be my inside. So let's just go ahead and add that. I'm just going to open my card and put that in there. That way we know where it's at and we know it's done. So there we go. Just give that a burnish again where I had it open. So now I'm going to put these two together and then add it to my card front. I always turn my paper sideways for some reason. Do any of you do that? I think I just can see it better, especially if it's longer. And then we'll pick it up and we'll add this to the card. Now I want to make sure there's a lot of glue in here, because we have that dimension on our we just have all that dimension down here with our embossing folder. So let's go ahead and put this on. And it really doesn't matter how much of an edge you leave over here. You can leave a lot, you can leave a little. It's really up to you and what you leave. But just try to have everything straight. And I like to rub that and get it on there really good. Right in that area. I don't want to rub all of my embossing off. That's not good. But I always seem to have just a tiny bit I want to trim off of there. There we go. So that looks better. So let's go ahead and add this to our front. We wouldn't locked in there good. Where I was messing with it, because that's how I am. I have to mess with everything. So I'm going to make sure there's a lot of glue to hold this down. But I don't want gooey glue, because I don't want it to not be able to hold to the card. So I'm just going to rub very lightly and make sure that that's all down. So there we go. So now what I'm going to do is this stamp set is in the annual catalog, and I just got it not a couple weeks ago. I haven't used it, but I want to use this happy birthday out of here. I thought this would make a nice masculine birthday card, and I already put the stamp on the block. So I'm going to stamp that on this, and I'm using basic beige as the color of cardstock I'm using for this card instead of white. And I'm going to take early espresso, and I'm just going to ink that up really good, and I'm going to stamp. That makes such a nice impression on the paper. It really holds well. The ink holds well to it, and it just really looks nice. So it's a great happy birthday to use. And what I'm going to do with that too, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out before I do my next step. And what I'm going to use, I'm going to use the Heartfelt Hexagon punch. So let's close that up. On the other ones that I did, I used all circle punches, except for on one I used a die cut. So I'm just going to bring this in, and I know it looks a little big, but that's okay. So there we go. That's my scrap paper. I'm going to bring in some pecan pie, because there's a little bit of that in this paper. And so we're going to bring in that, and I thought I had a piece of scrap paper laying right there, but I think I threw it away. I think it got too dirty. So let me get another one. I wish Stampin' Up! Still sold these 6x6 pads. They were made to use for the Stamparatus, but they're great sizes to use for little just little sheets to stamp off on and stuff like that. Plus they have the grid, so you can, if you want to, you can line stuff up with it and what have you. So we got the pecan pie, and I'm going to take, this is also out of that stamp set. Let's stamp it here and see what it looks like. Okay, and then I'm just going to stamp a little bit of this, and I got that one just off a little bit. I'm going to see if I can stamp it. So I'm going to get my head in the way, I know. I gave a double stamp. That's okay. And I'll just do maybe a little thing there. There we go. That doesn't even look bad with the mistake on it. We'll take it. You know, sometimes you just have to go with the flow and what you're doing and let it be what it is, right? Because we can't fret about every card we make. That's not good for us. This is supposed to be therapy for us. That's what I do it for. It's my therapy. Okay, what I'm going to do with that, now that I've lost everything that I had just now, I'm going to take another piece of the early espresso, and I'm going to make a backing for that. So I'm just going to punch one out. And what I'm going to do, let's close this up. One mistake's enough, right? There we go. I'm going to bring out my long scissors. These are my birthday scissors from Menards. And My cat is over there laying on the computer and it's typing like a message in my comment section over here. It's all dashes. It looks funny. And she's asleep, so it's just the way that she's got her weight. But anyway, what I do is I'm just going to take and lay that up and make one long cut up the center there to where I have two pieces. But anyway, we're big Menards shoppers if you have a Menards, and so we're on their little birthday list. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these sides, and this is a great way to make your own mat when you've got something that's an odd size. So I'm just going to put this on here, and if you notice, it's not going to meet in the center. We're going to take the other piece, and we're going to do the same thing. And I'm just making sure I don't get ink out where I think that it's going to stop. Okay, and I want to try to get it kind of even, where it looks like it's a backing. And if you notice, we have here and here that doesn't have anything, which in the scheme of things, I'm going to open my card and just show you. You could put it on here and it doesn't look bad like that, even without the darker color being there. But on this card, I'm going to line it up with where that darker color goes, and you really won't notice it. So that's my strategic plan for that. We are going to use some dimensionals for it. So let's get some out right here. There we go. Let's take our backings off. This is a great way to use up more scraps of your DSP, all of your designer series papers, your printed papers that you get from Hobby Lobby or wherever you shop. So I'm just going to stick that right there. And doesn't that look like a masculine card that way? Just with that. Now let's add a couple little embellishments. And I'm going to use these textured dots that we have. So let's open this package. I've used them before. So let me take this, and I'm going to use the small ones. Let's see what I can get. I'm going to put one right there. And one right here. I think I'll put it down here. And then one over. I think I'll put it right on top of where I made that little mistake. And there's our embellishments on there. So we have it embellished. We use the metal plate looking embossing folder. We use this wood grain paper. Is from Country Woods, which is a great paper. Makes great masculine cards. But that's what that is from. And then the stamp set is called Tune In. It does have dies that match it. I haven't used it yet. But it's kind of a retro stamp. It really hits me back in the day. I remember having a TV that looks like this. I remember having an antenna sitting on the TV. And I was the remote. You know, I was the youngest child in our family. So I got to be the remote. So I was really glad when remotes came out. I didn't have to get up and go to the TV and change the channel. How many other people in here were remotes? You know, it's just funny how we think back on that, and it's just, I just find all that funny sometimes. I enjoy thinking back on those type of things. But I do want to tell you, I have a PDF for the card with pictures of the 4 cards that I'd already done, and the supplies that I used for them. And you can get that on my Facebook group called Stamp Crazy VIP. And if you just go there, go to the file section, and that's where it will be uploaded. And you can just copy those anytime you want. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to order, please let me know. I would love to be that demonstrator. And also, anybody on here that does not have a demonstrator that would like to receive the new catalog that's coming out in January, please let me know, because I'll be able to send you a catalog. And especially if you let me know before, like, oh, what do I want to say? Let me look right here and I'll give you a date. I already have my January calendar up because I'm working so far ahead. But if you let me know, I hate to say this one, but by Tuesday, November 26th, because I'll be doing a pre-order of catalogs that will be sent straight out from Stampin' Up! To customers. Please let me know and I'll put you on the list. I'll be able to check. You can message me with Facebook Messenger. To find that, you might want to look at Rita Holmes. That is my name for my regular Facebook group. My regular Facebook page and what I use. So in Messenger, so you'll be able to find me. You can also just message me on one of my Facebook, either my group or my page, and go through there and go to Messenger and message me, and I'll get it there. And another thing, if you don't have a demonstrator, if you ever thought about joining Stampin' Up!, please let me know. I'd love to grow my team some more, and I can only do that when I get people to join. So, and that's harder than you think, but I enjoy working with people and talking with people and teaching people. So, I would really like to be able to do that for you too. So those two things, you can let me know. I have my free PDFs. You get to go snag those as you want them. And here again, here is all of our cards. The one we made today, and then all of the ones I made beforehand. So that is our cards. So pretty and so easy to make and so fast. So I hope you enjoy them, and until then, I think I have everything done. We got our card done super fast in that. And I will let you go. You have a good Saturday afternoon if you're watching it on Saturday. If not, any day of the week, I hope it's a good one for you. Be blessed, and I'll see you back next Saturday here at 10:30, or you can come on Tuesday mornings to my Facebook page or group, and I will do a video there for that. Okay? So I will see you then. Be blessed, everyone, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.